Hello YouTube and welcome. In this video I will be talking about my MTech knives collection. But before we start, I would like to tell you a little bit of background about my knife collecting. So being a boy, I like the knife since I can remember. That is probably well known about me. But when I should pick a point in time when I really got into it, I would say probably somewhere around somewhere 2000 to 2003. Okay, so well, let's say 15 years ago. And back in the day, it was a little bit complicated to get nice knives here around in Slovakia. So obviously we got a lot of Chinese made cheap knives, and also knives from around the Europe. And back then when I started, I was probably mainly focused to design. So I liked the shape, I liked the design. I don't know anything about the different blade steels and handle materials. So back then it was just about the design and the shape. And yes, so let us start it. One of my probably the first MTech knives I picked up was this one. And I would say even after 15 years it did hold his place, because you have a really nice features that are very popular today. So as you have a harpoon styled tento. It is very nice. It is a flipper, given that this is on washers, flips well. I have no problem of flipping it. And keep in mind, this is not on bearings, or I didn't use any kind of lubrication. So, and this is a very old knife. So old that I'm not remembering when I was getting it. So yes, this is MTech USA, and it has no designation or name, just a 440 steel, USA design, handcrafted in China. Okay, so the next one. Next one was a Karambit. This is really not good at all. It bites in your finger. But what the hell? I like that it has a layered G10, if you can see it. Sadly they didn't use to make a nice pattern or something on it. No play, but it's very impressive for a cheap knife. But again, for what is steel, USA design. has a short travel, so it will open with no problems. Okay, then I got a bunch of other knives, mainly master cutlery, but probably at some point I will also show them to you, but it will be a separate video. And I just wanted to bring in a oldie but goodie. And if you believe me or not, this was my first nice good knife. It had a good name, decent steel, very good opening. Yes, I used it to help with the opening. And it was full stainless, so it was sturdy, a little bit heavy. And this was the Spyderco Caracara Generation 1 from Spyderco. This is their Chinese line of knives. So by today's standards, they are entry-level, cheap entry-level knives. And I was really happy that I saw that Spyderco did evolve the bird line, and now today in 2015 they are offering also a titanium handled Caracara. So I probably will get it just because of the history behind this knife. So yes, I did carry it extensively. It was my main EDC for a long time. But let's continue with the MTechs. So I got a couple of another MTechs, but did sold them, traded them, got other knives, but just recently I acquired a few more. So this is the MTA 850GN. It has a nice frame lock design. Traditionally, the MTech knives were probably 90% of them, if not all, were liner locks back in the day. So I'm very glad to see that they are offering a nice frame lock design that is very affordable and has a really beefy construction to it, and also a positive spring, so they are assisted, and has sculpted a G10 that is very grippy and fits very good in your hand. So back to the steel, probably some kind of 440. They are using the 440 branding on the blades for, I don't know, maybe for 20 years. I don't know how long the company is in existence, but if this is a genuine 440 E440C, that this is very good all-around steel, so you can rely on it, and it will take a good edge, and you have no problems to maintain it, probably just on a ceramic rod or a strap. So this is a nice small, and even in my big hand it feels very good. Okay, then I got a nice beefy tank. This is a full stainless steel version of the knife, frame lock, and if I'm not mistaken, I probably said it in my initial video of this knife, that this is some kind of Chinese OEM design, and they offer it for for other companies, because also Kershaw has a knife made in China in this probably the same design configuration. It is full stainless, very heavy, assisted, and if you are on a budget and you want a nightmare ground like multi-angle ground blade like Striders, but don't want to spend the money, go get this one from MTech or from Kershaw. It is not important, but you can get a nice curved 10-toe nightmare ground blade. Very nicely made. So this is the ballistic line of knives, and they are offering quite a few different fixed blades. Very nice designs. So I hope down the line I will get some more of them, just because to have them in the collection. They are really cheap, but they are nice conversation pieces. Yes. And this one was the MT842SW. Okay, and the last part will be my neck knives. Of course, you have... but no, I forgot one. This is a aluminium scaled knife. I got somewhere around maybe 2010 or 2011. It is very smooth, and this is a flipper, but needs a little bit of wrist action. Again, 440 steel, handcrafted in China, has only one position for the pocket clip. It's probably meant to use with a thumb stud, but it's very light and has a nice functional blade shape. And it's really light. Okay, and now we can start with the fixed blades. So these fixed blades are virtually a shrink down version of a full tank knife. And MTech is offering different varieties of full tank knives, so check them out. Probably you will see very similar to this one in full size. They are offering around 3 or 4 in this handle color with different shaped blade. So this is the MT2030. just a small backup knife. Then I have here the MT675, and this one is a little bit better to handle. So you can grip it, use it. And the last one I got was this Karambit. This is the MT2033. So really nice knife, USA design. Okay, so these are currently all my MTech knives. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, share it, and yes, have a nice day.